Hello and welcome back to Danopedia. I'm Dan. I'm not here with the other Dan today, I'm just on my own, but I'm going to talk to you today about a movie and media subject which I really enjoy, which is the dystopian movie genre. The first movie I'm going to talk to you about is called V for Vendetta, named after the graphic novel of the same name, starring Hugo Weaving and Natalie Portman. Absolutely great comic book movie. I love V for Vendetta. It's one of my absolute favourite movies of all time. Set in a futuristic dystopian London where there's a fascist government has taken control of the country, and V, or number 5, depending on how you like it, is a former patient of a government medical experiment. The Centre for Government Medical Experiments gone wrong. He is impervious to pain and has increased strength, agility and mental capacity. Kidnaps Natalie Portman and effectively brainwashes her into his way of thinking, which is the correct way of thinking in a world where everyone is a fascist. Effectively incites himself as a Guy Fawkes character, and brings into effect a mass revolution against this fascist totalitarian government, with an apt train full of explosives sent into Parliament to destroy it, a la Guy Fawkes. Acting's great, action sequences are great, special effects are great for the time period. Storyline is cool. It's not completely true to the original graphic novel, but it's close enough, and it does the job well enough. Natalie Portman, it's my favourite Natalie Portman performance of all time. I think she's had some rotters, but this is definitely a good one. Hugo Weaving, you cannot go wrong with Hugo Weaving. Absolutely solid character actor, and absolutely takes control of this role and really bosses it. Thumbs up for that, definitely 2. Give it a watch if you haven't already seen it. If you have seen it, again, rewatch it and enjoy it because it's absolutely great. The second movie I'm going to talk to you about is a Schwarzenegger movie, not a classic, but still great. It's called The Sixth Day. Effectively, a chap comes home to find him a clone of himself living with his wife and children, and all hell breaks loose, and the rest of the storyline pretty much plays itself out. Michael Rooker as one of the sort of protagonists. He's great in it. He played Merle in The Walking Dead. Another great actor, rough and ready sort of guy chasing down Arnold Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger effectively trying to bring down the evil corporation that cloned him in the first place, only to find out that he's not the only one. It's a fairly solid backstory. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not winning Oscars and it's not setting the world on fire, but if you like this genre, then it's definitely worth a watch. If you like Schwarzenegger, it's definitely worth a watch. It's got his sort of standard brand of acting. Obviously, he's not going out of his way to win awards. He's going out of his way to entertain people and blow stuff up, which is exactly what happens in this movie. Once again, thumbs up for this one. It's definitely worth a watch. If you haven't seen it, you're going to enjoy it. It's it's not a difficult watch. It's not overly complicated storyline, but it's definitely worth seeing, and it's an enjoyable movie. Obviously, same sort of thing as with V for Vendetta. The government it's a strict government in place. It's all corrupt, and Schwarzenegger, obviously being the man that he is, brings the whole thing crumbling down and makes the world a better place for it. The third movie I'm going to talk to you about today is Alfonso Cuarón's masterpiece, Children of Men. Now, Julianne Moore and Clive Owen star in this movie. Michael Caine also features. There's a really good supporting cast in this. It's dark, it's dingy, it's a world where no human has had a baby for I think it's 18 or 20 years, something like that, but the world has basically fallen to pieces on the fact that you know can no longer have children. The world is sterile. You don't get huge amounts of backstory with this one, but it's absolutely the most riveting and entertaining watch you will have seen for a long time. If you haven't seen it, it's tough. There's some heavy gore in it. There's some heavy fight scenes. It's shot from a third person perspective, following the main characters a lot of the time. It's just a grimy, crappy world that these people live in until they discover a woman who is pregnant, and this is the first person that's been born for, it's going to be the first person to be born for 20 years. Fascist totalitarian government has taken over. It's a recurring theme here, but anyone foreign is illegal, has to be put into a refugee camp ready for exportation. The rest of the world effectively has fallen apart, but Britain soldiers on. Clive Owen is the main sort of guy. His ex-wife Julianne Moore is a underground activist who's found this woman, and she can only trust Clive Owen, even though they've been separated for some time. She feels that he is the sort of guy that she needs involved with this. Internal corruption, government exploitation, all set in a absolutely stunning futuristic world which is falling to pieces, and the director absolutely nails it. The storyline's great, dialogue's great, script is great, Clive Owen's great, Julianne Moore's good in it, Michael Caine's one of the supporting cast members. He plays this sort of hippie commune role model, activist person that Clive Owen is friends with. It's good, it's really solid, really great film. Dark as well, like it's a tough watch, but it's definitely, you'll come out of that thinking, what a movie. You don't want to watch it every day, but when you do watch it, you just go, that it blows you away. It's a great film. The final movie I'm going to talk to you about today is District 9, which is, I think, an absolute monster of a film. Excuse the pun, because it's about aliens. Not much of a pun, I'll give you that, but set in South Africa. Main actor in this movie is Shalto Copley. He was in the A-Team. He's in a few other movies. He was in Elysium with Matt Damon as well. Solid sci-fi actor. It's effectively a play on apartheid. The movie is an alien race. Obviously, the thing that's unusual about this movie is usually when aliens invade, they go to America or go to Washington, a la Independence Day and whatnot. In this movie, an alien spaceship stops over the top of South Africa, over Cape Town, and effectively stays there until they're ready to come out. Until the aliens run out of food, they're stuck there. The South African government effectively don't want integration between this new race of beings and their current race of beings, so they put them into effectively concentration camps, shanty towns that are completely boarded off. They don't allow them any technology, they don't allow them weapons, they don't allow them anything like that. And Shalto Copley is one of the enforcement officers for this, on a sort of it appears to be a fairly routine procedure for the government to go in and do these sort of checks and inspections on the unsuspecting alien residents of these camps. He gets sprayed in the face with an unknown liquid and slowly begins to transform into an alien himself. It's a bit Fly-esque, it's got that horror about it, but the thing that really hit me was the action sequences in it are great. The aggression of people towards the unknown and other races is prevalent. It's a real play on apartheid, obviously, and aptly being set in South Africa. Storyline, there's not much of it, but what's there is really good. The supporting actors and the characters in it are solid. The special effects are cracking. There's some memorable lines in it as well, but would definitely give this a watch if you haven't already seen it. It was a big hit a few years ago, but it's definitely worth re-watching. It's held up really well, and I really love this movie, so I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. Most solid one of the bunch, I think. So that brings us to the end of this video. If you are still watching, that means you are a true Danopedia fan. Well done. If you haven't already, please go back and watch all of our previous videos and our back catalogue. If you found this interesting, there's a few more videos like this. If not, we have some shows about technology and other stuff, you know, so media and whatnot, so please give those a watch. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment and let us know what you think. If you like this video, let me know and I'll do more of them. But until next time, I'm Dan. It's been a pleasure. Thanks very much for watching and see you later.